this is recorded later or what have you. Apple had an event today. Today is the 30th, and they just announced like new iPad and new pencil specs. So I recorded this yesterday on the 29th. So yeah, uh, kind of awkward, but I promise I will update on the iPad specs and how they compare and why potentially it would be better, but I'm not gonna upgrade. So thanks. Hey everyone, so I'm back with another product review, so to speak. I'm gonna do like two in one. Also, sorry for like the lowish angle and stuff. I kind of lost my tripod, working on it. But anyways, back to the important stuff. So we are here to talk about the iPad. So I ended up getting the newer iPad, so not the Pro, the 9.7-inch iPad that you can use with the Apple Pencil. Originally, I got it because, school digitizing notes. I've been talking about getting a Pro when I started grad school. Never got it. And, I got it and I've been using it. I use it for business and stuff now, too. It's just really cool. So, I'll also drop the name of some of my favorite apps. Well, I'll just also show you. But let's start, shall we? Here's my iPad. Of course, space gray, because anything close to black is close to my heart. I really like dark colors, even though I am considering getting a white phone next. But I got the iPad. It is, I think you can only get one size. So it's like 64 or 32, whatever the lowest is. I didn't need a lot. I put a lot of stuff in the cloud nowadays. So it is what it is. I actually should have a blog post that I'll link like here that talks about like the things that I'm moving to the cloud and my self-hosting, blah, 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 not the point. So I got that. I got this cover. I really like the smart flip covers because I had one with the first iPad. I did win an iPad back in undergrad, but I gave it to my family, which really just means I gave it to my youngest brother because he was the only person without a tablet in the house. So got that and got an Apple Pencil. So as you shall notice, all right, so the iPad looks pretty cool, reflective or whatever, real smooth. Like I think you can hear that. But as you can see, all of these bubbles. You might be like, I thought you worked at Best Buy and mobile. You should be better at this. You are absolutely correct. So now bring in the second product. I have a Paperlike iPad protector on this iPad. So it's cool or whatever they send you to is from Germany. All the cool kids have it. You know what I'm saying? Like people in school, people running a business are like, oh, it's cool because it like makes it feel like when you're writing with your pencil, it feels a little bit more like paper. It glides smoothly. Instead of it being a slick screen, even if you were put like a glass protector on it. So that was my idea. Like I prefer not to have it gliding. So I could definitely like tell a difference in the writing. It's not as hard. Yeah, it's not as hard for me to screw up with this on because it's not slick. So like I put the pen down and it's not like sliding down, some more, making extra marks I didn't intend. But with the bubbles, I tried to get them out. This is the second one. So let me tell you the story. I put on the first one, had a big Instagram story about it. It was cool. Thought I had it on, but something was like, it's missing. I'm not understanding, right? Go over to my friend's house. I see somebody else's Instagram picture with it, and I'm like, okay. So there is supposed to be, a physical sign that you have a screen protector on. I have a screen protector on my iPhone 7. So like, I was looking for it, but I didn't see it. So it just blends in really well. It didn't stick. So come to find out, I threw away the screen protector by accident. Why did that happen? Well, I found out the second time I put on, which is the current screen protector. So the issue is, it is very hard to put on that screen protector. Step one was the easy part, putting the sticky side to the iPad. But step two, if you're not careful, the layers don't separate really easily. Even with using the pull tab, you use the pull tab, you'll pull the thing completely off. So I was really paying a lot more attention with it that time around. So I finally got, everything lined up. And, I'm trying my best to iron out the bubbles and stuff. But here's my issue. Yeah, just more bubbles. But as you can see, I can still take off the screen protector. Now for me, my thing was I let it, I set it out so it could like really stick and be adhesive. Because I know if you're putting a screen protector on a phone, it takes a while for it to, really set on your phone. Even with the bubbles, some of the bubbles should go away. None of these bubbles went away. There's still, I can pull it up on like any corner. It wasn't a good cut, I think. Personally, like I've seen screen protectors that like, they're going to be off because machines laser cut them. So they're going to be off by plus or minus like a millimeter. But this one just didn't feel like I could get it correct. Like you either had a bottom slant or a top slant. For me, I went for a top slant. I don't really plan on using the camera that much because like I said, I'm mostly using it for note taking. So I have to say with all of that, I would not recommend the Paperlike screen protector. I don't know which other one I would get, but if somebody wants to drop a suggestion of a better one, like let me know. And I guess better in terms of like ease of putting on and not looking like trash, like with the bubbles. But I don't want the slick screen. So you can tell a difference from just wiping off your screen and starting to write. And like you've been, using your screen a lot. And so for me, as I'm writing, write like this. And so your hand is sitting on the screen. So as you move down lower, it's eventually, you're going to get all of that like grease from your hands or oils or whatever on your screen. And this screen protector kind of protects that or stops that from happening. So it's all just cohesive Paperlike qualities. So there's that. I guess the general iPad, like I said, this iPad has been cool. I've been using it for notes. So let's do some shout outs here. Yep. All right, so Udacity, because I'm in the self-driving car course. And so I've been using that a lot. Apple Podcast, YouTube, GarageBand. I think I'm going to go back to production, so I kept it on there just in case. You have Spotify, because you guys know I like music. Google Drive. I watch Cartoon Network way more than I should. Bruh, have y'all seen the ending to Adventure Time? Like, oh my God. Anyways, Trello. There are some projects that I was using Trello for tracking. I'm trying to get better with my workflow, which will also, be down in that post. And then you have, what is this? Google Keep. I do a lot of quick notes on Google Keep because I do have a Pixel 2. I'll just type them up on my phone. They'll be here, whatever. Then Inbox. I've decided to go back to using Inbox for my business mail. So I only have my business account on here, whereas my phone has like everything, every account from business to personal to school. I didn't want to do that this time. Really want to separate it. So it's business only on this iPad, and then the notes are encompassing personal, business, school, what have you. It's really nice. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the notes app that I have. Why? Because it's at the bottom. So I think it's called Good Notes right there. Yeah, so that's what I use for my notes. I keep it at the bottom because I use it a lot. I don't use the OneNote app, which is why I didn't point it out. It was trash. So, anyways, now that we have that, I will say biggest mistake that I think I went through getting this, getting the pencil new. I did buy this from Best Buy because you can pick it up right then and there. So I think I should have got like an open box pencil because it still would have worked, but it wouldn't have been like $100. I think it's a little crazy that the pencil is $100, but then you look at the Surface Pro and all that stuff, and like, it's about the same. I really want a case that holds like the pencil in the iPad. So this case works. I'm familiar with this case when I won that iPad back in the day. Say back in the day, like it was like 3 years ago. It had the same case. I like the smart cover. I like how I can fold it up when I want to watch cartoons and it's my cartoons on the screen. I really enjoy it. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. It works, When you want to sit down and write, it works on the back side, holding it up. So, all that being said, I think I think I have to say this is one of the best investments I've made for myself. Not just as like a creator, not just as a business owner, just personally, I've really been talking about digitizing my notes and bettering my workflow and all that stuff. And this is just really helping out that process. I take notes, I export them as PDFs, and then I automatically upload them to Google Drive. So whatever notes I take at a client site, clients see in their own personal Google Drive folder. So it's just really helpful. And I'm really glad that I took the time to, buy it and basically stop bullshitting about getting it. Granted, it's a little steep. I would say if you can afford it for your school career, get it. Otherwise, don't get it, It's more of a luxury than it is a necessity. Pen and paper still work really well. I still carry around like pen and paper notebooks for my drawings. I thought I was going to draw on the iPad, but I kind of don't want to. So I think that is a thing. And then also, Apple's expensive in general. And so if you're just doing it because everyone else has it, there's cheaper options. I think you can go and you can get like a nice Android tablet. I hear the Samsung Tab 4s and stuff are really good. If you want more of a computer-like system, I hear the Surface Pros are really good. There's other options. I don't want you to think that you just have to always spend a ton of money on just one option. Preference is what I wanted. At the time, this is what I figured I needed, and I think I was correct in making that assumption. So that being said, rating, I gotta give the iPad, I'm gonna regret this, but I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. It is just meeting all of my needs, exceeding expectations, all of that. I can't, it's just the best thing that I have bought in a while. Yes, even better than the Apple Watch and the AirPods. This is the best Apple product that I've bought, and the pen really makes a difference. I just kind of wish they bundled it and lowered the price, but whatever. Who am I? The Paperlike screen protector, I definitely have to give, out of a 10, I'm giving it a 3. It was just a lot, there's no way I should have went through 2 screens. It also shouldn't be that hard to realize that the plastic didn't come off. Separating part 2 from the main was so freaking hard. I literally had to hold it down and still pull the tab. You should be able to gently raise the tab and it just come off for the top layer, and it didn't. And I also think that's where a lot of the issues with the air bubbles are. And the fact that I want another one is just a really big issue because I spent whatever dollars and waited a week to get it. So I think that's a personal issue for me. So giving it a 3 out of 10, iPad a 10 out of 10. I hope I can keep this going forward. I've had this for about a month. So this is a month in review type of thing. I'll try to do another one. I think in March. That would have been 2 quarters of me using it for business, and then even more for me using it personally. So yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you updated. And let me know what you have. Like I said, if you have a replacement for the Papermate or Paperlike screen protector, let me know. If you know a cool thing to hold my Apple Pencil, my iPad in one, like a school book thing, so it goes like that. I look all nerdy and stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Let me know. I am on the lookout. Yeah, that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, 1 month in action type of thing, and I'll catch you guys in another video.